Okay, Gabby and I, we're back here at our gifting area. We haven't been here in a little over a week, so we're a little overdue at restocking here. We're going to get it all set up. We got a little bit of fresh snow on the ground. Unfortunately, right here in the gifting area, the ground is still pretty bare. But we're going to restock, and we'll come back out here as soon as we can to recheck. And maybe we will be able to find a few tracks. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got it all set up again. We checked the camera. There's no new pictures in it. We're going to leave it there with the spoon. We have added a new jar with granola and peanut butter sandwich cookies. Jam still there. We're adding a new bottle of honey. And up here, we've got fresh apple, or a pumpkin pie this time, 2 apples, and a new jar of peanut butter. And over here we've put the balls back up here on the stump. They were exactly the way they were the last time I was here, down here on the ground. And we rung the bell, but it's frozen up. So it's really not ringing quite as loud as I would like it to. But we rang it for at least a good long minute. And if anybody's around, I'm sure they would have heard it. So Gabby and I are going to go out and do a little bit of exploring, and we're going to get back out here as soon as we can to check on this stuff. Hopefully they'll come soon. Leave some tracks in the snow. There Gabby go. Well, come on back up here now. Come on. That's like a girl. You gonna go again? Okay. Well, come on back up here now. Come on, Gabby. Yeah, she's getting her exercise in, isn't she? You bet. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we are back today, and we have some very surprising results here in the snow. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but we have elk tracks. We have them in here. You can see some right there and there. There you go. Elk tracks over there leading over here. And even right here under the bucket, we have a pretty darn good clear elk track right here. So, yeah, I suppose they were probably attracted by the apples. Well, it looks like there's 1 apple, and the peanut butter is left in there. So, Gabby's over here sniffing this stuff. Yeah, not really seeing anything over here other than just the Gabby tracks. But we've got the bottom pie container there, no marks. We've got the top container, no marks. We've got, this is interesting. We have a chewed up, this is the first one actually, ripped open pie tin here. And it appears Gabby has another pie tin there. Let me see, this one here. Okay, we got pie crumbs all over the snow here. And this one here, ooh, looks like, oh, some pumpkin on the ground. And this one here has been ripped too. I mean, that's literally ripped. Huh. Okay, so Sam and I, we're out here walking upriver. We've got a little bit of snow that's been here for a few days. Don't know how much longer it's going to last. But we're hoping to find some tracks through here. Maybe something come down to go to the river or cross the river. Haven't seen any yet, but what we are finding are structures. We've got this one here, very similar to the one that's up behind the cabin, where trees have all been pushed together into a star shape. We've got the 2 there. right there, plus this bigger one over the top pinning them down, and the bigger one here, that's actually alive. So there's a few other smaller pieces that are in there, but pretty cool. I'll have to keep an eye on this smaller version of the one behind the cabin. Okay, so there's that pile I just showed you where everything's pushed together. Right next to it we have another leaning live tree here, and then we have this big tangle of debris right in here, right there, kind of a suspended star, and then just beyond it right there we have another X. And then if you walk right over here, we have another big X right there. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, she still is. Huh. Oh, you want to go that way? She's still watching there. Well, I think we should stick to the original plan.
I have no problem with that.
Okay. Once again, it could be a distraction, you know.
The video.
Okay, so we're here at Sandy's gifting area, and we've got a few interesting footprints, possible footprints here. Like this here. It's pretty well cut down into the dirt, and that is 14 inches from one end to the other. And then we found a few of her items. See, she left stuff back there. You can see where she is now. Over here, we found a few of her items. And while going back in there to look for them, to pick them up, retrieve the pieces, I have found a few more things. So that first one was right there next to that stump. Right here we've got what looks like another footprint that there's really no definition. It's just a really well-packed little piece of ground. There's not even really one end or another to measure there. Let's see, where else? There was some more here. See, now we've got like this right here. Another deep spot. Measures out at, oh, about 14 inches again. We have one right here next to it, which measures out at approximately 14 inches. So there's those two right there, side by side.
Yeah.
Here we have the smaller one. This one measured at 9 inches. I tried to put my boot in it and it does not fit. And then we have another impression right here. Also just packed down dirt, no definition to it whatsoever.
Wow.
And I don't want to walk on those, so I'm going to come around this way. We had the two side by side right down there. The smaller one right in there. Right here we have this deep impression in the moss, which, going from one end to the other, Gabby, is once again 14 inches right there. So if you want to come over here behind me, we have Gabby. Okay, so right here we have what looks like another impression. Once again, Not really any definition to it. And possibly right here too. And right here is where I found Sandy's peanut butter jar with the lid. All intact, no chew marks. It does look pretty well packed right in here too. You can see all this moss is packed down pretty well. You see how it's fluffy here? Packed here.
And actually this is leading up to the other side of that hill where your peaker was. Remember the ducker?
Yeah, he was right up there at the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got something here.
Whoa.
Here's a pretty good deep one.
Here's a nice stick stuck in here.
Ah.
Oh. Okay, let's see the hole, Cecita. Camera hog.
She's getting to be more and more friendly to the camera these days.
Yes.
Okay, this one here, really deep. You can see the way it's cut away the edge of the bank. Okay, so I believe that would be a toe end up there, which puts this just about 14 inches again. So that's a series of 14-inch tracks we've got in here.
That's great.
And one smaller one.
Okay.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Also that
maybe.
our impressions, you can't even tell where we're stepping. Yeah, see? Okay, here, I just put my foot there.
Yeah.
All the weight on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even tell I stepped there.
Yeah.
See this boot? Yeah, once again, you can't tell. You can't even see where we're walking.
You know,
Yeah.
1.5 or, because it goes as, what, 2 inches?
Oh, yeah.
2 inch deep?
Probably 3 at
And
that
look at
end.
here, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It goes all the way up to my...
Yeah, really
So
sunk in.
that's a heavy individual.
Yeah.
Don't see those people out here. They're
No.
hiding.
We have seen them.
Well, on rare occasions.
We would like to see more of them. Yeah. You can still see the marks in the snow, tracks down here, right there, over in there. And so there's plenty of elk tracks in here. And when I was here last, there was still a peanut butter jar in the bucket. The bucket was hanging. That's another thing. Something fell. So that's another thing that had us a little confused was, you know, not doubting that an elk could get the pie or would eat the pie, but how the elk got the pie out of the bucket without actually tearing the bucket down, because it was still hanging. So now that we're back, the bucket is down. It's over there on the ground. You can see the hanger has been pulled right there, and the jar of peanut butter is gone. Okay, so we've got it all restocked. This piece of bark that got pulled off here, we're going to go ahead and leave that right here off the edge of the stump, and leaving the jar with the cookies and granola. You know, I'm going to see how tight this is.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Nope, still loose enough that I can, it's not going to come off easy, but I can open it. So we're going to leave that there. We have a new package of bubble wrap, leaving the jam and the harmonica here. And the tarp we're going to leave there, although apparently they probably don't want that, like I was thinking they might. And we have rehung and refilled the bucket. It has a new fresh apple pie, new jar of peanut butter, and 2 more apples in it. We have rung the bell, put it back, and over here Gabby's guarding the balls. There's still the 2 little ones up here, and then we've moved the other one over here into the little cluster of vine maple here. So we're going to leave it like this and come back and check on it here in a couple of days.
I really think we should try the cream pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that it's winter, this is the time of year to do it.
Okay, I'll bring it on Friday.
Okay.
I'll bring one up. Gee, what kind do you think they might like?
Chocolate cream.
Chocolate?
Banana cream?
No, they don't like bananas.
No, they don't really. Well,
So
I have had some
chocolate,
bananas.
lemon,
Not lemon.
coconut, key lime.
I'm thinking chocolate.
Chocolate. All right, chocolate
Yeah.
wins.
Chocolate.
It's not healthy, Barb.
What pie is?
All right, I just want you to be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, a feather.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. It just floated down. Why, thank you. I'm not sure where that came from.
I just
Did
saw,
you see that?
Yes, you put your, was it on your hat? It must have
From
been.
what?
You want to look at the footage?
Do you have a ticket? Well, I thank you for the feather, whoever. Angels in
I don't know
heaven.
where that came from, but it's interesting. It's dry and fluffy.
Yes, it's dry and fluffy, and you think
Is it warm by any chance?
Well, it's not cold. Gabby's molting? What is it? You rang the bell, they're coming for dinner, and we're still standing here?
Here, have a feather and go away.
That is funny. All right, where should we put the feather?
We got to look at the footage here and see where that came from.